If you like lasagna and if you like soup, you are gonna love this.
Cooked low and slow for maximum flavor.
And then, of course, we're gonna add some cheese, and more cheese.
Folks, we are talking the ultimate comfort food.
The ultimate. There is no question about it.
That is right.
And we're gonna do our wonderful favorite little tool, the slow cooker,
which is so amazing. I love it.
I know.
Turn it on in the morning and forget about it till the night.
That's right. Just a little bit you got to do before you put everything in there. This is easy, I promise you. We got a large skillet here. I've got a tablespoon of olive oil in here that I've heated over medium heat. We're doing a combination of two types of meat. This is a half a pound of ground beef, 85% lean, and this is a half a pound of Italian sausage. I think I picked up sweet. You can get, you can get.
I like hot.
Hot. Well, you're getting sweet. So, you usually tell me to get sweet, but anyway, maybe you're telling me why can't I be sweet? But anyway, you can use whatever you like. You could go all beef. You could. I'm sort of emulating what we do for for your lasagna. My lasagna, and this is sort of like it's not sort of like it. This is a bolognese meat sauce that we're making.
So good. It is. I was flabbergasted how good it was.
What, the meat sauce?
How good the whole thing was.
It is really mind-blowingly good. But I was going to say you could also use ground pork. I think I said you could use all beef. Just whatever suits your taste.
All right, and I've got some lasagna noodles because it wouldn't be lasagna soup without lasagna noodles.
That's 8 noodles.
And these are way too long, although I love it when they're this long. You can just cut it. But I'm gonna cut these like into 3 pieces. I want enough length there you go.
And
I'm gonna get rid of those.
You do whatever
pieces.
You want to do. You make them as big or as small as you like.
Exactly.
We've also done this before where, you can use other types of pasta, but that seems like, why would you do that?
Right, exactly.
Lasagna, it's fun.
All right, I'm going to break these
Those
up.
won't go in until right towards the end, but Wesley loves breaking things.
And I needed to do something.
He needed something to do. So we're going to let this cook until it's no longer pink. Okay, so this is almost done, almost completely pink, or no longer pink. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
This is the holy trinity that is used so often in cooking. I'd say that's 1 cup of medium onion that's been chopped. This is optional. You don't have to do the carrot if you don't want to, but I'm making it as close to my lasagna bolognese meat sauce as possible.
And I love that bolognese.
I do too. And then that was like 3 celery stalks that I chopped, and then we're going to add in a couple teaspoons of minced garlic, and I'm just going to let this cook for a few minutes. Thank you. Don't want to waste anything until those veggies get nice and tender. Just a few minutes. Okay, smelling wonderful.
It is.
Okay, so now our veggies are nice and tender. It did render some grease, so I just tilted my pan to, not a ton of grease, but I tilted my pan to the side, had some paper towel just to soak up the excess grease. And now, this next step is optional. Again, if you're crunched for time and you don't want to do this, you don't have to. But this is red wine. We've got a half a cup that we're going to pour in here. Again, this is the way I make. I love to make bolognese, so let's go all the way. But if you don't, it'll still be delicious if you don't want to cook with the wine or you just don't have the time. So now we're going to let this cook out. It'll cook out 99.9% of the alcohol, and it'll add flavor, and it will mostly evaporate. So that'll take about just a few minutes. This smells so good. That looks
great.
Now, so this is all of that. Most of that wine cooked out, it imparted its flavor. I like to season kind of every layer. So I'm just doing a pinch of salt and pepper.
Look who's back there.
Yeah.
Waiting for something to drop.
The smells draw.
That's sweet girl. That's sweet girl.
She is our kitchen assistant.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are going to add you can do this in advance, like the night before, if you want to have this. So when you come home the next day from work. Wesley asked the question once, like, well, why can't you just throw it all in the cooker?
Exactly, because I'm a lazy.
I know. Because
lazy cooker.
You get better flavor and better texture, and it's going to render that grease, and it wouldn't cook it the way you would want it to cook it. So,
all right.
And you could of course do this in just a pot too, and let it just let it simmer on the stove.
What next?
So now you want to help me do this. So we're going to add, this is a 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes.
Yes. All in there.
Canned. Yep. Okay, and then we've got from a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
This
there
is
we
just
go.
your classic lasagna bolognese sauce ingredients.
Okay.
Now, this is where we're going to make it where it's going to be a little more soup. It's going to have a little more liquid feel to it, which is wonderful. That is 4 cups of good quality beef broth or beef stock.
There we go.
If you're really feeling really adventurous, you could make your own beef stock. But boxed or canned is perfectly fine. Okay.
This is from a box, yes.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to fiddle on it. Now we've got some seasoning. This is a teaspoon of dried oregano and a teaspoon of dried basil. You could go with 2 teaspoons of either of those, or you could do, if you have Italian seasoning, you could do 2 teaspoons of those. And now we're going to hit it with some salt. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. And now we're just going to mix all of that up. Did you turn it on?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh.
I'll let you do that.
Okay. Well, okay. Now what we're going to cook this on low, and we're going to let it go for, I can't see that.
There you go. That's 6.5 hours.
For 6 hours. In total, for
about 7.
6 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
And then the last 30 minutes, then we're going to throw in those beautiful noodles that
I've broken up so wonderfully.
you did an amazing job. And then just get ready for your house to smell heavenly. Okay, it's been a good smelling day, I'll tell you that.
It smells incredible in here.
I know. So, okay, so now,
wow.
when you first look at when you come back, you can stir it every now and then. You're going to be like, wow, it's very liquidy, and it's supposed to be because we're going to now put in this pasta, and it's going to absorb a lot of that liquid, and it's going to make it the perfect consistency.
These perfectly broken pasta.
They really are perfectly broken. I don't know who did it, but wow, they're good.
So I'm going to make this amazing little. It's really just ricotta and parsley, but
It's an amazing little something.
But it adds to the bowl. It really makes it feel like you're eating a lasagna.
Yeah.
But it's in the soup form. All right, so I've got 15 ounces of whole milk ricotta. That's like one of the little packages of it. And then I've got 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley. And I'm just going to dump that in there and mix this together.
Now, again,
That's how simple that was.
It's very simple. When I'm making my lasagna, a lot of times I'll also add. It depends. Sometimes I add an egg. Sometimes I add Parmesan cheese in there.
Yeah.
But look,
I don't think you need an egg for this.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You definitely don't.
Yeah.
And because it's not baking.
Right, exactly.
You can just keep it as simple or as complicated or as whatever as you want, even if you just do a ricotta. But you definitely want to include this. It's going to go in the final serving of this, along with the mozzarella. But you can do this now. This is only going to take. I'm going to put the lid back over this. Did I say this was been going? I believe about 5.5 hours. And if you wanted to do it on high, you could do it in the half time, like 3 to 4 hours. But low and slow is a good way to go.
Yes.
So we're going to let this go. Like I said, it should be about 20 minutes, maybe 30 for it to get tender, and then we devour.
Yay!
It's lasagna soup time. I am so excited.
I know. Watch out for flow right there.
I know. I don't want to
Get that
bring this over here.
Oh,
And you see how it's thickened up a little bit.
I'm dying.
I know these noodles are tender. The meat.
I'm dying. I'm gonna unplug this.
Okay.
I'm gonna unplug her.
Unplug it. She's done. Okay.
Come
now,
on over.
now this is always an adventure.
No, you got it.
I know. Wesley won't let me move his.
Well, because
I know,
it's in
it's
perfect position right now. Oh.
I know. And I'm gonna give this a lot more sauce. You guys, this
is so. All right, so when you sometimes make a lasagna, and you really want to dig into it even before you let it sit.
I know what you're gonna say. Yes.
There is it just kind of spreads all over your plate when you cut into it before it's
headed to
gotten cooled down a little bit,
like sort of set. Yes.
But that's kind of what
I think what you're trying to say, and that was a little confusing, is that if you
this
cut
looks like runny pasta.
If you cut into it, there was one time in my early days of making lasagna, I loved the sauce so much.
Remember everything.
And I made a ton. I put like this much sauce on each layer. So then when you cut into it, it just went. just like, it was this, basically. So that was early on in my college.
Chris, look at
Oh,
that.
let me give you a little of this.
Yeah, come on.
No. We got to do, so you need some mozzarella.
You need to do mozzarella. You're talking too
I know,
much.
I'm reminiscing about my old
Oh,
days.
there it is. That's going to get nice and
Yeah,
melty.
yeah. Now let me add a little to mine. And you guys, so anyway, that's what Wesley was trying to say, that
Yes.
this reminds him of.
Of a spreading lasagna with too much sauce. Which is perfect
I mean,
for soup.
and who can ever complain about too much sauce?
Okay, Chris.
Okay, Michael,
I'm letting you do everything. I'm letting you feed the loom.
I know, well, it's what I do. Okay, this is a little grated Parmesan. Of course, you could use any kind of Parmesan cheese you like, but the grated is always good. And you know, I love to do a little, finish it off with a little,
Come on.
make it look really pretty. Doesn't that look good?
There we go. That is great, Chris.
I am so, this is one of my favorites. I mean,
That is. I'm gonna just.
and then the cheese.
you just mix it all.
mixes it in,
up. Look
and
at that, you guys. That's just. I'm dying.
I know.
Oh.
I'm bringing a big batch of this to my mom and dad. I think tomorrow.
Oh.
They are going to flip their wigs for it.
They are. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I gotta.
You got to do the ricotta.
I gotta. Okay.
You got to ricotta.
You got a ricotta. All right, I'm gonna try and get me.
Oh,
a
look at
good-
the cheese ball.
I know. I have.
It's nice and warm.
I know.
Oh, that's a cheese bowl. Okay.
Okay. All right, going in.
We forgot our bread, but that's
No, that's for later.
okay. It's just.
Y'all.
It is.
Y'all.
It is lasagna.
We got cheese all over my face.
I do. It's lasagna without a doubt, but it's like a soup, and it's just.
My. This is like
Heaven.
things I dreamed about.
These are things.
All right, I gotta dunk a little bread in here.
Yeah, this is great for dunking bread.
Oh.
And this is, you think of this like, it's like comfort food that you'd have in the wintertime for sure. But it's like, who doesn't love lasagna any time of year? So I say, make it now. I'm just gonna sit here and eat this whole thing.
I know.
You guys don't mind, do you?
That is 1,000,000% Loon approved. Maybe 1.5. Maybe 1.7.
Wow.
It's
That's how
so
good it is.
good.
That's how good that is. And it's easy. All right, you guys, we love you so very, very much.
Yes.
We hope you've enjoyed this one.
Oh.
We've enjoyed making it for you, and now we want to hear it from you when you
Yeah.
make it. Okay? All right.
Make it.
Make it. Bye, everybody.